what's happening, guys? Coming with you today to have a quick discussion about these guys. They are the Total Chaos Toyota Tacoma bed stiffeners. These particular ones are for the third generation. This is a 2020 Toyota Tacoma TRD off-road. And what they do is they essentially stiffen the side of the bed to the floor of the bed, I guess you could say, because I think most modern trucks, and this one, they have composite beds. This is really just probably some sort of fiberglass reinforced composite shell that bolts down. You can see the attachment points, bolts down to the frame of the truck. And then, you know, they don't make them like they used to, I guess, where it was just like an all steel bed and probably a lot more rigid because it was, you know, steel up the sides and then attached probably better. Whereas this is just a composite bed, and then these side panels, like on the outside, the steel or metal side panels are really just kind of like a fascia, I guess. So potentially the bed is probably not as rigid as it could be. Granted, Toyota engineers are they're probably not dummies, and it's probably perfect for most applications. However, I got these for two reasons. First one being, it's kind of cool, and it gives you another reason to screw around with your truck and modify your truck and play around with it. But the main reason was because of this. This is a Tepui rooftop tent on CBI off-road overland bars, and they are bolted to the tracks here on the inside of the Tacoma, but they potentially could put a big strain on the sides of the truck or the side walls of the bed, particularly when you're driving off-road or when you're overlanding, if you will, hitting potholes and whatnot on dirt and swaying around. It provides a really good, you know, rocking motion, and you could really potentially weaken the side of the bed or do some damage. This is probably, like, this setup right here is probably close to 200 pounds high up on the top of the bed, bolted to the top of the bed, so probably could potentially tweak some things if you hit enough bumps and whatnot. Now, I don't know, I'm not an engineer, structural engineer, so I don't know if, you know, there are probably people that run on this without bed stiffeners and aren't never going to see any issues, but peace of mind, spend the money on these, why not, right? So why did I buy these particular ones? I liked these over one of the several other brands because A, they go all the way up from the bottom of the bed. They come all the way out to this main bed attachment point, and then they come all the way up the side of the bed, and they go really high all the way to the top. So they provide support all the way to basically the edge of the top of the bed. Whereas other brands that I was looking at only say went up this high or went a part of the way up, which that may be all you need, who knows. But for what I was looking at, I thought, why not just get one that goes all the way up to the top just in case. The caveats to that are, when you install these, you're not using existing holes. So you're using some existing holes down here, but here you actually have to drill a hole. Not necessarily hard to install, and this isn't going to be an install video. There's tons of those, excuse me, tons of those on YouTube if you want to find one. But essentially, if you can take your tail light off, that's really the only prep work you kind of need to do. And then you'll need to drill a hole up here, and it kind of bolted into place. The other thing that may be kind of difficult is this bed bolt down, where is it, right here, is it's a big Torx screw. So you're potentially, like me, I didn't have a huge, I forget what size it is, but I didn't have the big Torx bit laying around, so I had to go to like Harbor Freight or Amazon, whatever, and buy that. And you're probably never going to use it again unless you need to take it off, because how often do you need a huge ass Torx bit? And it is on there, so you're going to have to put a hurting on it to get it off. You know, if you're a little girly man, you may have to get your wife out here or girlfriend out here to kind of loosen the pickle jar for you and help you get that open. But once it's off, it's no big deal. You do lose the little like swiveling D-ring. You will lose that ability, but you pick up so many more different connection options. There's like attachment points all up and down this thing, including one that's vertical facing, so you can, you know, put like a mast or a CB antenna or ham radio antenna or whatnot In fact, I used it for 4th of July. I put a flag on here and was rocking the old red, white, and blue around town on 4th of July, which was kind of cool. But there's all kinds of uses. You know, I may use it for, I have a cell phone booster antenna that I'm probably gonna get some sort of telescoping pole. And when I'm in an area where I need some cell phone signal, I can just run the pole up and then have the antenna higher up or in a better location. So there's an idea for you. It gives you just a lot more connection points. Like you can see here, I have this it's like a taco style net that is connected to it. I think I got this on Amazon for like 10 or 20 bucks, I don't know. But it's really handy. I can throw groceries or dirty stuff in there and it doesn't blow around in the back of the truck or in the wind and blow out. So it's pretty cool. Downsides, what I found, considerations, is you lose that smooth side of the bed. Like if you were sliding things in and out, or you had something that's big and bulky, it does cut down on the the mouth or the opening of the bed of the truck. So that's just a consideration. If you're hauling, say, furniture or something that you don't want to get damaged, you have to kind of watch it as you pull it out, because I have smacked some things on this lip that now sticks out. Also, like if you're like recently I was loading in and out some beds of or bags of bark and topsoil and whatnot, and as I'm sliding them out, you catch that plastic bag on this thing and you rip open the bag and now you have bark and stuff pouring out. So it can be kind of a nuisance, something you kind of have to look out for. But I guess the benefits would be that you now have a stiffer bed and you potentially aren't going to get damage to it if you have some sort of weight or something on top that you're concerned you may weaken the sides of your bed. So there it is. That's just my thoughts. Go check out, this is by Total Chaos, and it's great quality. It's built like a tank, I don't remember exactly what I paid for them. I don't think they were all that expensive, maybe 100 bucks, 200 bucks. I honestly don't remember, but it's not an overly expensive mod. It's not real fancy like a lift kit or pod lights or something ooh-ah where you can go cruise the malls and impress chicks with your Tacoma. But anyway, go check it out. I recommend it. It's actually provided a lot of utility for me and more places to bolt stuff down and whatnot. So that's what it is. You have any questions, hit me up and I'm more than happy to help. Thanks guys, be safe, and have a good day.